Hey guys, it's me, JD, back with another video. In this gameplay, I'll be showing you how to win a solos game, very easy, and hope you get straight into it. So, as you can see, we're in the air, landing. I'll go drop salty. The aim is to kind of land on line with the path, because it gets you down lower. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so now I'm gliding. You can see I'm looking around, checking if there's any people anywhere. So I'll go ahead and land at this tree house. I think it's really good because there's, well, actually no, I'll go to land at blue house, but then switch to this mini house. But then I notice, oh wait, someone's in here. They already got a gun, so I decide to run out, go towards blue house, but not inside. And now, as you can see, I see a llama in the distance. Decide to run towards it instead of going into action and possibly dying, which I think is a very good idea. Because if you go towards the action without no gun, you're very vulnerable. And as you can see, I open the llama. See what I get. As you can see, I got a chug and a big pot. I'm going to go ahead and use the big pot, sort out my inventory. And I could see a guy in the distance on the zip wire, so I decided to make sure he doesn't snipe me. And now I just go farming for materials. And yeah. And then I decide to rotate to this mountain. This mountain's really good. It has up to 3 chest spawns. And I get lucky most half the time. As you can see, I got an AR and a big pot. I was lucky to get a big pot. Turn 100. Get some more mats. Guys, another tip. You should always use your surroundings, like natural surroundings, as the as protection. And as you can see, I build around me so no one snipes me or hits me with any type of gun. And now I go to rush salty again, but decide to go up the zip wire to check for chests. There's no chest, so get some more loot. Then I go back down on zip wire. Guys, just know, I want you to know that zip wires can be very dangerous at points, which isn't good. And I'm sorry if I'm quiet a bit, because I'm just trying to think of what to say next. So, as you can see, I managed to spot a guy from the petrol station and managed to hit all my shots. That gives me my first kill. I'll go ahead and pick up the loot, get an AR and everything. Then I decide to gain my ground, break some more trees. I decide to get high ground on top of brick house. And I can see I get lasered by someone else, so I decide to use my natural surroundings and go inside the house. Use my advantage to break furniture and get materials, pick up some balloons. And then the guy comes and rushes me. He's spraying me down, and there's a guy with a plane. I feel very vulnerable and decide to listen to where the guy is. I see him, look, hit him with a clean 100, and that's my second kill. And then another guy starts shooting, and then I go to chug. Guys, another tip, always heal before kills unless you've been rushed. But then the guy comes, I have to build. He sprays. I pre-aim is a very good tactic. I hit him for 69 white health, and very useful. Then I go very aggressive, but then looked at my health and then thought, no. The guy, look, that's another kill. He wasn't paying attention, and that gives me my 3rd kill of the game. Then I decide to edit myself and heal. now I tried to look through that gap through my wall to make sure, to see if there's someone there. Very cucked my edits. Not a good thing to do. And then once again just go farming for materials just to make sure I have enough mats so I don't run out in a build off anytime soon. Now I'll just go break in some more mats, and as you can see guys, I've just gone in a big circle and managed to survive. I very highly suggest that. And I couldn't really, a very good landing spot is that Christmas tree, but you can be very vulnerable from people who land at houses and gets ARs. Now I thought I see someone over here, but then don't. I managed to spot this pyramid over here. Thought it was very suspicious. Decided to try run into it, but as an idiot, accidentally flip over and managed to go over it. So now I'm using the quad crusher to my advantage of travelling, looking for opponents. And then I see this build at the top of the mountain where I went to get loot, and I know it wasn't me. But then I remember seeing someone at the mountain, so I decided, oh wait, let me go rush. Managed to check the base just in case. No one there, as you can see. Then off we go on the zip wire, and I managed to spot someone and actually hit them with the heavy AR for a big tag of 44 sorry. Look, and then he's healing, very vulnerable. I missed my shotgun shot, but my building's good enough to replace it. And as you can see, clean 110, and then managed to finish off the guy with the SMG. That's a very easy way to kill someone. You shoot someone with your shotty, and then you switch your SMG or your I don't know, maybe an explosive, and try to kill them. So now as you can see, I got shot by a plane and never had a clue where it was, so I decided to get high ground on the mountain, and then yeah, I search around, look around the map for more people. I have 4 kills and I'm at the center of the map, but then I noticed I need to go zone, so I believe I see that guy on the plane. Missed my sniper shot with the heavy sniper. I shoot the plane to try and knock him down to get the clue 50, but I'm pretty sure he jumped off after a while. But then I go to get my plane, but instead of chasing him, I go really high up in the sky, and then you go really high up in the sky and jump off and pull your glider. As you can see, I didn't do that this time. Jumped out and went to look at Leaky Lake. Sorry, not Leaky Lake, Loot Lake. And rush tilted. And then straight away I saw someone build and decided to rush. And this guy, I was dumb enough to go down on the low ground, but then hit him with a clean 220, and that finished him off. Then I instantly hear footsteps from someone else, but tried to pop a big pot just before he can hit me. And then I see a boogie bomb. I take it over balloons because you could be very vulnerable with them. Now I go to get high ground and notice he pops up there. Went for a cheeky no scope. Make sure no one hits me. I go down. I take a lot of damage. I managed to hit him for the 110. As he was in my box, I was very lucky that his aim was terrible. I managed to kill him and get the 6th kill. Now 11 people left, 6 kills. I decided to play it more like a scrim, and for those of you who don't know what a scrim is, it's like a harder version of the game. If you've watched stuff like the Summer Skirmish, then you would understand. Like, there's awful amount of people in like one of the last zones. And then I pick up the SMG, decided I wanted the SMG, and reload my heavy sniper. Always reload your guns. And then do an edit. Scout around, tilted. I see the space, I thought it looked suspicious, but then noticed no one was there. And then I saw a plane. I thought it was the one from before, took a couple shots, and my RMG was really terrible over there, right there. So I just stopped and I heard a deagle shot at L's, so decided to rush and got myself into a two-way fight. I see this guy, go for a quick scope, miss. I see his trap, hit him for 84. I see his trap. Always place pyramids when you see a trap and edit it, because you could get through. Then I remember there's this Nogop. There's a different skin that wasn't a Nogops. I saw a default skin. And then another guy came, so I decided to gain my ground. Then I see the default, tagged him for a lot, and then just kept high ground. But thought, this guy's low, let me go rush. And then heard his trap, so decided to not rush. And still I hear that plane again, but take my concentration off him. Decided to shoot the wall, thought he was obviously on the other side, and then waiting for him to peek. I was pre-aiming, but then thought that there was more than one person around me, so to build around myself and keep that protection. Heavy snipers are really good for breaking walls. They could break walls wherever you are for one shot at any point. I decided to place a trap. I know he's there, doesn't get affected. Then he moved up a level, so just decide to once again play it like a scrim and keep my ground. And then he sprays me from the side. Edit, re-edit, get high ground, break this wall, and then from here on I listen and eventually found the guy and killed him. See, now I place pyramids, make a 1 by 1. I see that's his, so place a pyramid on top and then make it mine, and then place another pyramid because he decided. So what I do, I pre-edit, I wait for the perfect time, look, 110 him, then killed him with the trap. He tried to trap kill me, but it never worked. It's always good to pre-edit and wait for the perfect time like I did. I jumped him out of nowhere. And now he dropped a two slurps and a big pot. So bandy. I never noticed before that he had 2 slurps, so I thought, okay, I'll bandage. Notice those 2 slurps, use the slurp, use the big pot. I have 7 kills, 9 people left, so I just keep my cool and just stay in this box for a little bit. Now I hear another guy, that same default from before. I know he's low, so I get high ground on him. He falls down. I decide to drop down with him. You see it? I got my chance, and yes, I got another kill. 8 kills, 8 people left, and I just keep my cool and just kept on gaining. I gained high ground on Trump Tower, which is always good. It's always good to have high ground, guys. Like, just keep your ground, high ground, because high ground could help you out. But then again, you could be a target. So as you can see, I build a 1 by 1 because I'm in zone, and then edit down because I thought I'm too high up. Cut my edits, and then I once again scout around the place. I get really curious as if I heard someone, but turns out I didn't. Should have used health, but decided no. I see balloons. I decide to use one and use two actually, and pick up my heavy sniper. As you can see, I was playing a bit botty there. I hear shooting over, so I decide to rush. Well, before I decided to rush actually, I thought I should scope in and see if I could find them. I saw that base on top of the mountain, but never shot because it would have been too bait. And then I saw this guy, but never took the sniper shot because I knew that it was practically impossible to hit. And then decide to rush. I hear them fighting. I hear they take a lot of damage. Now this guy's jumping up. I decide to use already built cover around me. Now build a base because I know I'm in zone and this guy isn't. Break him down, takes full damage, and now I rush, hit him with the 98 and hit him with 110. I killed that guy. 9 kills, 5 people left. And I remembered that there was another guy here. I hear him moving, so I decide to keep high ground and be just outside the zone, hit him, and then he builds to protect himself. I decide to break this guy's box, gain edit it, then I realised he gone. I went and got high ground again, rushed, see he was out in the open, he tried to grenade me, hit him twice, wiped all his shield, and then from here on I just got the kill very easily. And now I'm in a 1v1v1v1 situation, 10 kills, 4 people, and I decide to shield because I see minis. Then I hear another guy shooting and know he's an easy kill for me. So look, he's hiding by the brick. Yeah, he shielded, but then wasn't enough to fend me off, and I killed this guy, which made me have 11 kills, 3 people left, including me. And then I got sniped at by someone else, but then I see the sniper there. I picked it up, but remembered I had a better heavy sniper. I decide to drop my big pot for my 6 minis because I want to carry a sniper and a explode. I have a launch pad, but then decide I don't need to launch pad yet. I'll just rotate by walking and build in front of my way. I pick up the heavy sniper, then I get a bit of ground. I messed up my triple ramp a bit. And then I see this guy, he's peeking. Saw that guy, hit him for the 150. Then, because I knew one of them's low, decided to rush with my launch pad. And here, I just went full on, landed on him, he was healing, and got that guy with the shotgun. Then it was a 1v1. This guy, he wasn't playing that good, so decided to grenade launcher him. Accidentally hit myself by accident, but it's alright. Grenade launcher. And then this guy's peeking, and obviously I catch him with the sniper. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video if you enjoyed, and bye. No.